Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'll be playing some Silent Hill 2 Remake. This is of course the remake of the PlayStation 2 version, so it's a massive upgrade. And I just want to quickly go through the in-game settings. Playing at a resolution of 3840 by 2160. And no ray tracing because the game is just ridiculously demanding. Unlimited frame rate cap, no dynamic resolution or VSync, so we have an uncapped frame rate. I'm actually using XESS at the Ultra preset because FSR 3 for some reason has quite a lot of shimmering, which I don't like. In terms of render quality, I've left it at custom so I can show you the individual settings. So I'll have a look at those now. You can see that I'm using TXAA 100% resolution scale. This is a resolution scaler, by the way. It's not an image quality scaler, and everything else is at high. I've disabled global motion blur, just a personal choice for me. But the game does have enough options for you to at least make the performance comfortable. So this is an Unreal Engine 5 game, and you know, Unreal Engine 5 seems to be very popular now, and from what I've noticed, they just seem to run very bad in general. Most games on the Unreal Engine 5 are just extremely taxing, and this one is no different. Even at native 4K without ray tracing, the 7900 XTX will not give you a 60 FPS locked experience. So I've had to use XESS at the Ultra Quality preset, which is very close to native, but just enough that you can get a nice, smooth, sharp image as well. Shame about not having FSR 3.1. That would have been nice and with a bit of frame generation, but I'm not too sure why they even included FSR 1.0. So some of the decisions in this game, at least for the settings, don't make much sense. But that's enough about that. Moving on to the game, of course it looks incredible in terms of just the detail. I mean, this really does feel like an eerie woodland. So they've done a great job with the presentation in true Silent Hill fashion. Pretty much everything is obscured or obstructed by fog, so you kind of only know what's in front of you once you're really in it, and that kind of adds to, you know, the atmosphere. So this is the save point, which is kind of different every time. So it's anytime you see like a item that grows red, it's basically the save point on this game.
It's like someone's groping around my skull.
But yeah, moving back on to just how the game is performing, you're getting roughly an average of 60 FPS, I would say, but there are times you are going to dip below, but just barely. If you try to put ray tracing on with this hardware, at least you're going to drop down into the 26 sub 30 FPS at times, which is for me not playable. And by the way, cutscenes are also locked to 30 FPS.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I was just...
Hey, it's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Lost?
Yeah, I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But... I think you should stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. And it's not just the fog either.
Is it dangerous?
Maybe. It's kind of hard to explain, but...
I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going either way.
But why?
I'm looking for... someone. Someone very important to me.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean, my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry, it's not your problem.
No, I hope you find them.
Yeah, you too. Did you want anything else?
No, it's just this fog. Does it seem unsettling to you?
I guess.
At least she tried to warn him. He knows a lot more than she's letting off, I guess. Okay. I'll try and find my way out of here. So yeah, that you kind of almost always in some kind of suspense because you can't really see too far ahead of you. I guess that helps with the popping, but you can still see a little bit of popping, unfortunately. Now, I'm not sure if the game in general uses any kind of lumen ray traced elements, because the game is just insanely demanding even at native 4K. When you enable ray tracing, it could just be going from hardware lumen, software lumen to hardware ray tracing. So I'm not too sure, someone will need to confirm that, but I just think the game's a little bit too demanding for its presentation. But in general, I think it's a good looking game. So it sounds like something's just following me. Since I've been walking, I'm always hearing something in the distance. Silent Hill Ranch. Everything just seems abandoned, and long abandoned as well. It looks like it's been abandoned for a while. I'm getting Children of the Corn vibes in this type of setting. Just seeing what I'm capable of opening and what I can't. I don't think this guy's brought the right footwear for this area, man. It's just like covered in mud. Might have needed a pair of Wellington boots. Okay. Well, these gates at least opened. Game's incredibly detailed though. There's a note here. It says, went to town to get the window fixed. Spare keys in the drawer. Okay. What'd I find the drawer? Using around 11 gigabytes of VRAM. So I've seen the VRAM slightly creeping up as I play. So, you know, we'll see how far it goes. But 11 gigabytes pretty reasonable for how good this game looks.
Hello? Anyone in here?
Yeah, definitely gonna need a torch at some point, or a flashlight. This is the drawer he mentioned. I can't remember the game in too much detail, but I remember I had this on demo and it was such a big deal when this game came out. You know, I understand why they started with this one for the remake. So far, the game's played pretty smooth. But it is the Unreal Engine 5, so you can expect some traversal stuttering. Maybe once you've played for a while and everything's cached in, it will be a lot smoother, but for now at least, this is me playing it for the first time, so we'll see. don't think there's anything I can do here. I'm not even too sure what that was about. I don't think I've heard one animal since I've been here. The place just sounds dead. Apart from the eerie music and the bushes rustling every now and then. You know, it just sounds completely silent. Yeah, massive stutter there, and I'm sure there'll be many more of those, but those are just what to expect from the Unreal Engine. Unfortunately, it's not something they've been able to fix. But the 7900 XTX doing a decent job. It's unfortunate I couldn't play with ray tracing, it just isn't playable. So it kind of makes me wonder what level of ray tracing is being used. Is it ambient occlusion? Is it just the reflections? Is it global illumination all together in one? That would make sense because it generally makes this game unplayable even with DLSS, I mean even with FSR. I'll definitely try it out with my RTX 4090, but I'm currently changing my PC's case, so I've literally got it all dismantled. So I'll probably bring some RTX 4090 performance later on today or maybe tomorrow, we'll see. Okay, I got a map, that's useful. The fog is just, it's a hallmark of this game, so I know it's annoying, but if you played the original, you know it's necessary. Some kind of huge greenhouse. Miss Cassandra, customer came in today, ordered a mixed bouquet, red and white. I tried to explain it's bad luck, but he couldn't decide on just one. He seemed a bit off. Well, you tried to advise him. I don't think he cared too much. You know what this stuff is on the floor? Looks like dried blood, almost. Does everyone just seem to drive the same color car around here, or do they just keep copy and pasting this car in multiple locations? Delivery truck. Yeah, the fog makes it a little bit confusing by eye, but if you use the map, you should be okay. Well, definitely averaging 60 FPS, at least in the normal gameplay. You do feel a bit of a... It doesn't feel too smooth the way the gameplay transitions into the 30 FPS capped cutscenes, but it's only a cutscene, and this game is very, very slow paced, so it's not a massive deal. But it's still something I don't generally like to see. I think you should always give the option if you want to have the cutscenes at 30 or 60.
Hey, wait.
Yeah, not too sure what to make of that.
What is this?
Looks like dried blood or some kind of vomit or something. Even without ray tracing, the reflections are still pretty high quality. So I don't know if they're screen space, which I would imagine they are, but again, I'm unclear if there's any type of software like Lumen ray tracing being used. Go and check if I can get in here, which I can't. Looks like someone was moving out and just abandoned everything. But the game is incredibly detailed. Dead end. I wonder how my RTX 3090 will perform at 1440p. I think I'll give that a try as well. I'm curious to see if you can use ray tracing with it. Yeah. I've been hearing that sound since I got into the woods. So I'm guessing it was that weird creature. And it definitely means there's more than one. Everyone seems to look like they're on the verge of moving out, but just kind of left everything.
Hello?
Yeah, that thing just scampered off, and he's just leaving the trail of blood everywhere. I think it's blood at least. It might just be like vomit or bile or something like that. So I'm playing with the mouse and keyboard, but it might feel a lot more comfortable with the with a control pad. I don't know, but I was assuming I was gonna have to shoot something, so I prefer to use the mouse and keyboard. But it seems that you're gonna play a lot of this game without a weapon, at least a firearm. So anything marked with white cloth means I can interact with it. What I don't like, this guy seems so unprepared. You haven't brought a flashlight, you don't seem to have any weapons. You just thought you'd just turn up. It's another one of those save points, so it's anything that's glowing red basically. It ends up being a save point. The game stayed at 11 gigabytes of VRAM usage, so there doesn't seem to be any VRAM leaks. What do we have here? Nutrition supplement. So this can be used to heal you. Nice to know. That's locked. Sounds like a radio or something. Yeah, it's a small radio.
Stay back.
Almost like he tries to spit some kind of corrosive, toxic mucus at you or something.
Is this what I saw in the fog? Whatever it is, it's not human.
Well, it looks like it was human at one point. I like the way he handled that situation, didn't panic, looked around, found a weapon and dealt with the situation. Nice bit of 2x4 there with at least 3 nails inside. That's going to be dealing some decent damage. The sound design on this game is insane as well. Just the amount of different sounds for every type of like contact you're making with wood, with the ground. Everything sounds pretty unique. This also heals you up, syringe. I think the syringe is a bit more potent than the health drink, I would imagine. This is asking to be smashed. Yeah, the cutscene transition is not the best. Maybe you're just picking that up on a nearby walkie-talkie or something. Or radio. But seems like someone's alive around here at least. This game is a funny one. It literally barely budges above 68 FPS as a maximum, and then it goes down to around 64. So it's there's not too much in terms of variation of your frame rate, so at least that's pretty consistent. There's got to be another way somewhere.
Is that?
Neely's bar. Bar Neely's. Guess that's where we gotta go. Press M to open the map, check out new information. Okay. I know that definitely wasn't a rat. This guy is way too calm. Yeah, that's just ridiculous, man. How do you scamper away so fast without any arms? Another safe point. It's another huge frame spike there. It's not great, honestly. It's not nice to see, but it's just more traversal stutter. And if there's one thing about the Unreal Engine, the longer you play and then when things get cached, it does actually perform better, but the initial experience isn't the best. Sounds like another one of those things is nearby. It's just this goddamn fog, man. It just obstructs everything, so you just have to it makes you reluctant to want to rush because you never know what you're going to run into. There you go. That literally just appeared. Stamp it out. Yeah, I'm not too sure what to make it. It looks like it is a human that broken out of a body bag and it's mutated in some way. With their arms being removed as well. Just a huge lump of violet flesh spewing some type of acid at you. I like the way your 2x4 is just covered in blood now after defending yourself, and it just slowly disappears. So the game is incredibly detailed, as you can see. Other than the, you know, constant frame spikes and the game being insanely demanding too demanding to run at native, it's still a very well presented game. And this thing is awkward to hit. Seems the ones that start on the floor are not that durable. This is like a whole town's just abandoned and there's no reason. It's not like a biohazard or anything. No one's even blocked it off to the public. You can literally just still come here. Okay, we made it to the bar. What's this about? It says, I don't know what got into him. He just started smashing the thing. Had to throw him out. He ran off, cried. He'd fix everything. Looks like there was that kind of crazy bar fight or something. Not too sure what that was about. Okay, that door was locked as well. Is there anything that's opening in this place? A spooky jukebox. The fact they gave this a cutscene that shows you that this jukebox is going to have some significance in the game. Okay. It's got a number on there. Maybe it'll be used for a code or something. Yeah, better save it. You never know what's going to happen going forward. Anyway guys, that was just a look at Silent Hill 2 Remake on the Unreal Engine 5. Very good looking presentation. Just way too demanding in my opinion, even without ray tracing. So hopefully there'll be some further optimization, maybe an introduction to some frame gen as well. But other than that, pretty much feels like the original. So that's pretty much it for me guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching.